In 2019, Giannis wins his first ever MVP. That same year, he goes to the Eastern Conference Finals, but they fall short to the Raptors. Then the next year, he wins another MVP in 2020, but then they fall short in the second round to the Miami Heat. Then in 2021, Giannis wins his first ever NBA championship and first ever Finals MVP. He averaged 35 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists in just 6 games in the NBA Finals. You can tell Giannis was ready and he was elite at this time. Then in 2022, versus the Boston Celtics, the Bucks go all the way to Game 7 without Middleton. Drew, Giannis, and the rest of the team go all the way to Game 7 versus the Boston Celtics, but they fall short. In 2023, Giannis is hurt. They fall short again in the first round to the Miami Heat, who were 8th seed. Then in 2024, Giannis doesn't even play due to injury, and the Bucks lose in the first round to the Pacers. I already know what everyone's wondering. Why is Giannis losing so much in the playoffs? But if you guys haven't noticed what I've been saying, it's all due to injuries. Think about it. Ever since he won in 2021, 2022, it was Chris. 2023, it's been himself. In 2024, it's been himself. And even this year, it was him and Dame. So what the Bucks have to do this year, their main focus, they just have to try and find a way for all their players to stay healthy. I mean, come on, we seen what Chris was doing in the playoffs. Yes, Chris only played like 2-3 games in the playoffs because of injury, but when he was playing, he was showing that he could be a second, third option on this team for sure. He's not winning a championship on his own, but of course, if Giannis and Dame is there and all he does is have to be the third option, I don't see how this team is losing, especially when they're all healthy at full strength. In 2023, after they lost to the Heat in the first round, many people were starting to question how good Giannis really was. At the end of those games, Giannis didn't want the ball. He didn't want to shoot the free throws. He just didn't want to have the ball in his hands at the end. And that's all strictly due to the fact that Giannis cannot shoot. He cannot shoot threes, he cannot shoot free throws, and he cannot shoot the mid-range. Now, yes, he was trying to improve on shooting, but we all know that it's been decreasing. But we are forgetting that Giannis is one of the best passers at his size. He's one of the best rim protectors and rebounders at his size, and one of the best rim finishers. And he's one of the best transition players in the NBA today. I think people forgot how good Giannis was just because of all the injuries. And once Giannis is healthy and able to go through a whole postseason, we'll see how good he really is. But for now, I still think Giannis is a very elite player and a top 3 to 4 player in the NBA. But enough talking about Giannis. I want to talk about his two teammates. One of them is Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard, he didn't have the best season this year, but he still was averaging over 26 a game, which is still impressive. But I think Damian Lillard, especially now, he relies on his three-point way too much. He's not getting to the rim as much as he used to anymore. He just doesn't have that same quick first step that he used to have on Portland. And that's just all due to age. And then look who he's playing with now. He can't do certain things that he once did. But him and Giannis, if they just play together and play through each other, I think they could be an unstoppable force in the NBA. And with Chris Middleton, the issue is he just needs to be healthy. He just needs to be healthy and be able to compete. Because when Chris is there, they're definitely going to put in work and they're going to do damage, especially in the postseason. But if Giannis isn't healthy, then there's no point. But Giannis, Chris, Dame, the whole crew just needs to be healthy and available for them to be able to compete and go win a title. But if there was a team I had to choose to beat Boston in the Eastern Conference, it would be the Bucks. Giannis is that good, and we see him take them to Game 7 about 2 years ago. Now, I understand this is a whole different team with Drew and Chris Pass, but bro, he took them to Game 7 with no Chris Middleton, and his second best option was Drew Holiday, who isn't a scoring option. He's a defensive first player, so that's impressive for me. But now that he has Dame, Chris, and all this help now, I really think he could get it done. But who knows, man. But if you guys like this video, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. Get this video to 6 likes, and I'll be dropping again. Thank you guys, and I'm out. See you guys in the next.